What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Josh Helm here, and I have our superintendent, the famous Brandon Flores here.
No.
Some of you guys that's been following the channel for some time remember some of our older outtakes where it's me and him, you know, messing around, doing causing a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
But today we're on location at our Glen Rose Barndominium, and we've got, I don't know, this is kind of a special project.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It's got some, I know it's got a special direction we're headed with it. Yeah. In the end, and we just want to give them a little bit of the layout here. And Brandon's running this project right now and brought it to this point. Yeah. So let's give them a little bit of the insight of the overall layout, what we have here for this build.
So it's like about a 2,100 square foot worth of living. It's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom. It's about a 70 by 50 floor foundation plan overall, the concrete layout with porches and everything. You
know, even though it is a single story, it's still got a little bit of elevation going on with it.
Yeah, it's got like a 612 slope, 12-foot eve height, so it's a little bit taller.
And one of the things I think that's a little more unique here is this large open porch that we got going on the side. Which, what is this? Originally this was going to be more just a carport is what they called it, right?
Yeah, it's still, I mean, it still is a carport, but we ended up kind of doing some special stuff, closing the skirting in on the sides to give it a little bit more kind of wind protection, weather protection, as well as to make it more like a carport than just an open gable porch design.
And I think when it comes down to it, this will be more of a flex space when it comes to patio or because a lot of your nature and your view for being on this sort of hillside at the top of the main top peak here at Glen Rose is where we're at.
Yeah, we're pretty high,
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And you know, some of the color schemes that we got going on here is a little bit different. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we got a charcoal gray roof, but something we've kind of never done is the rustic red trim details on there. Kind of a new one for us. And then we've got just the desert colored walls. And then it looks pretty sweet. It's got a cool look, and then we're going to integrate some stone on there with some red brick for the water table to tie in the red trim, which is something kind of unique for what we normally do.
So today what we've got going on here is we're doing a lot of details when it comes to the rough end work. Yeah. And we actually have electricians on site today. We got a little bit of all kinds of stuff going on.
A lot of folks.
So our plan is we're going to give you sort of a breakdown, and then we're going to come back after the install's done. But today what we're installing is our HVAC system. Yeah. And we got a pretty you know, unique setup, I think, because eventually this is going to be a VRBO. Right. And our clients are going for efficiencies. They're also going for maybe separating some of this out in zones. So can you tell us about what we've got going on here for HVAC?
So we're actually going to have 5 zones of air controlling this, separating this out. They're all going to be Wi-Fi compatible units, and we're kind of doing some special stuff with Cooper and Hunter, who kind of designed a system around the floor plan and kind of trying to integrate some of the goals the customer had with being able to zone this out and kind of separate it just with different guests and you know, they're wanting different temperatures or whatever you've got going on here, you have the flexibility of that.
Yeah, it's going to give them the complete control when it comes to zoning each room. Right. Some of it's pretty typical because we're putting slim duct systems. Right. Yes, and Cooper and Hunter, these guys are great. We've been working with them for some time, but they got some new products out, which I'm excited to see. Yeah. And that's what some of this is about. We're trying to roll out a couple of new products and be able to showcase it here for the audience. Yeah. And for our clients. And what are some of the changes that you're seeing that they're making here on these units?
So we got a new, it's called the Astoria series, and it's an up to a 28 SEER rating depending on your BTU you're using, which is quite a bit higher. The standard before was about a 19 to 22. So you're gaining a lot of SEER rating there. But also the nice thing is that it's got a unique where you can basically remove the whole fan and motor out of the system for maintenance, you know, cleaning purposes and stuff like that. And then you can also mount it about 2 inches from the ceiling because it has magnetic filters on the top that just kind of slide out, where the typical ones before you had to lift the cover and pull the filters out. So you had to have kind of more space between your ceilings. So Depending on what you're using them for, I guess, in some, lower ceiling height applications, you could still mount them up so they're not, I guess, really low in the room, right?
Which that hasn't really been a major problem for us in the past, because some of our ceilings are always usually 9 to 10 foot, or and so we're not really cramped on that. But one of the things I like about what Cooper and Hunter did in this case is they sort of engineered this, oversized it. I think some of this is based on the Florida, the Florida humidities. And so we don't quite have that extreme humidity here. But so we're running 5 tons here. This is quite a lot. It's quite a design, but I think it's going to give our clients extreme flexibility whenever they decide to, really adjust certain rooms, and give them some of those flexibility. So how are we breaking this up in the layout?
You kind of have the master suite area with the utility room off of it, the way the floor plan's laid out. So basically, like your master bathroom, walk-in closet, and utility room are going to be on a slim duct system with its own thermostat. And then your master bedroom is going to have an actual kind of a cool in-suite cassette style unit that's going to mount in the flush with the ceiling. And that's going to be individually controlled zone there. You've got the new Astoria 24,000 BTU that's going to be for the living room kitchen, which is kind of our biggest open space there. So we kind of put a big unit there to make sure it can cool properly and everything. And then our secondary bedroom and our other 2 bathrooms are going to be controlled on a slim duct as well. And then we've got a kind of a flex space in the back of like a sunroom and what was a screen porch, but we've converted it to living space now. That's going to be on its own wall mount cassette there.
Yeah, and we're going to be going in and showing you guys some of the layout here. But again, we're just giving you sort of a brief breakdown of what we're doing here, why we're doing it. Now, this is not the first time we've done this. We've done this previously on our Hilltop Barndominium. A lot of people might remember.
Zoning it separately.
I think we had 3 units in our shop there, and then we had several, 4 or 5 different units in the house. So we had 2 different large condensers. Now here we have 1 5-ton condenser. And all of these zones can be tied into this one condenser,
which is pretty cool. One power running to it, 1 breaker.
So the demand, this is where you really save money on these efficiencies, is not having all of this large power demand. Because they are these high sears, they're able to ramp up, so they can start at really low power demands, making it to where you don't have all this demand on your power.
Because they're variable speed, all the units too are. Even the slim ducts are all variable speed units.
So you have up to like a 700 speed variable. I mean 700 times different speed variable. And so that gives you all of the capabilities for these units to be really, really efficient. And also they work with the dehumidification. Overall, like I said, very efficient systems. We're looking forward to seeing how it's going to perform here on this build. This is a beautiful project. One of the things that's interesting about this project is it's going to be a VRBO when it's all said and done, and you guys are going to be able to come here.
Come stay here.
And we're going to make all that information available to you once this project's finished, because our clients are going to open it up and ready for this to be a real showpiece as well, for you guys to be able to come and stay in a barndominium here on the hillside at Glen Rose, which is one of the most beautiful areas.
Nice.
And it's a great place to get away. There's just it's just kind of got that bed and breakfast type feel around here in this area. All right, well, we're going to keep making progress here and we'll be updating you guys here in just a bit.
So coming in through the front door, you're coming into your kitchen space, which is a real open floor plan into your living room. And you can see we kind of got our traditional vaulted ceiling here like we do, which really gives you, in this space, a really big open area, especially having that open wall looking out into the sunroom and that fireplace. It's a pretty cool setup here you've got.
Yeah, and this is a little more typical to what we do all the time.
Right.
You do have, now we went ahead and created that space up there, Brennan.
Yeah,
Can you tell us why we do that?
So originally, we were going to be running a conventional AC unit here, and then in talking with the customer, kind of going back and forth, they had brought up the mini split idea. So we ended up framing out that fur down there so our lines can run from each side of the house to the other, because otherwise you'd have to frame fur down across the wall or above your cabinets or something, and we prefer doing it this way. It just kind of gives you still that open floor span there. With your cabinets, you don't have kind of a fur down above there, and it just gives you a good kind of out of the way.
We're still using the space right now because we've got our
right
condenser lines running up there.
Right, and you got a little bit of electrical and a few things cut through there.
And so you've got the laundry room.
Yeah, so coming in here, you got laundry room with our, we ended up putting the electrical panel here. Since we don't have a garage, this really wasn't a good location. And then on this exterior wall, you've got your washer and dryer combo on this, and then to the right side of the window, you're gonna have a sink with countertop space mounted over there. And then this exterior door goes out to your carport that we were talking about earlier.
Very nice.
And then coming across here, on the left side with the split, you've got your master bedroom suite. So coming into here, which you got a lot of windows too, and gives you a lot of natural light, and then a really cool view out to the
now before we go too far in there, Brennan, don't forget to tell us what.
Yes.
This is where our location is.
Yeah. So this is where the Astoria 2-ton unit's going to be. You can kind of see the line set coming out.
This is the one that is the Big Daddy.
Right, with the removable fan.
What size is this unit?
This is a 2-ton.
2-ton, yeah, you said it. Okay. And it's going to mount right up here.
Yep.
And it is the one that has the accessibility for the new accessibility.
Yeah, this is the new model there.
So what has to be done for the install? Because I know we had the guys over here as we were here the other day.
Right.
But installing for the mini split, what uniquely has to be done for that?
So we'll need to incorporate some blocking there between our studs, and then once we sheetrock it, and when they come back to do the startup, they will mount a mounting bracket to the studs, and then there's a spot in there in the back of that your line set comes through, your drain line and everything will stub out through the sheetrock. It's about a 1-inch hole typically in there, and then the actual cassette will sit and mount to that bracket.
So as far as our preliminary rough in, all we need right now is just pretty much rough in your
line set, your drain lines, and
power.
With the mini splits, it's all powered off the condenser. So we have one 5500 BTU condenser mounted on the outside of the house there, and then all of our line sets with our control wire will actually run to that. And in this case, it's going to pull a 40 amp 220 circuit. Most of our applications are a 30 amp, but this one just being the 5.5 ton, it needs a little more power.
I think this is the largest condenser we've ever
I think this is,
used.
yeah. And I don't know that they have I think this is the largest that Cooper and
the
Hunter.
largest one for the residential anyway.
I think that's what they offer, yeah, in residential applications.
All right, so this is our other specialty room here. Show us what's going on
This
here.
is our master bedroom, and this is where the one-way cassette is located. This is a 6,000 BTU, so about a half a ton worth of climate-controlled air. This is the one that mounts the ceiling. It's about a, let's say, 8 to 10 inch height of basically of a space you need to mount this, and it's designed to mount between your typical ceiling joist spacing. So you can see it's got brackets there, and it's bolted into the bottom of that.
And this is a pretty good sized room, but
yeah,
half a ton.
Yeah.
For this room is.
It's a lot of.
Way overkill.
It's a lot of air, right?
But we're building for efficiency, so.
Yeah.
And I know you already got the spray foam done.
Right.
And you got, what, 5.5 inches of open cell going over there, which is really a nice touch.
Yeah, 5.5 inches open cell in your exterior walls. And then we've got, they don't shave it up in the attic space, so you can see up there, you end up sometimes with what could be 8 to 10 inches worth of open cell foam there in our attic space on our walls. And then our roof line has the standard 1-inch.
And you've got some other details for the spray foam here. Show us what these guys are doing.
Something we'll do too is we'll come at the bottom and do like a caulking along our base plate. And it's just an extra step to kind of help with the efficiency and air tightness of the build.
Wow, so that's nice.
And they'll even sometimes go along our studs where they can't get some foam. You know, you can see we've got our stud pack here for our window, and they'll kind of seal on all this. Just trying to keep as much of that outside air.
Just filling every gap.
Yeah, as much outside air as we can from coming in the house.
Very nice, Brandon. So I know you know at this stage of the game, where are you at in construction?
Well, we're ready for sheetrock. So we got to get, you know, it's about time to start getting cabinets in production and get our interior trim package and all that stuff finalized and ordered. And then, you know, get sheetrock on site, get the crew here and start hanging sheetrock. All of our rough-ins are complete. Insulation, as you can see, is complete. So
cool.
We're well on the way. I mean, this is...
So as we are looking into these other rooms, now you got a little more of a conventional system going for the bathroom over here, I see.
Right. So we have a 9,000 BTU. It's kind of hard to see it here because we've got the decking, but it's a slim duct. 9,000 BTU would be about 3/4 of a ton. And this is controlling your master bedroom, master closet, and laundry room space with, again, its own individual zone and thermostat. This one as well, we are adding the Wi-Fi control. It's not a standard option, but you can, with Cooper & Hunter, they offer the Wi-Fi comm. So this is coming off of your cassette, and then this is your slim duct, which is...
And that'll tie in under the sink, just like any conventional air conditioner.
Yeah, luckily we were able to have our space here kind of to do that instead of trying to penetrate an exterior wall or find somewhere else to...
Yeah, I can see you got one drain on one sink.
Right.
And one over here on this sink.
Right.
Perfect.
Yep. So as we come out of the master bedroom, kind of back in this living room, you can see it opens up here into the sunroom with the fireplace. And then something we did here is this actually, you can kind of see the slope and the fall in the concrete here, but this was supposed to be a screened porch that we opted out to actually convert over into living space instead of doing that. And it was designed to have another exterior door, you know, there and then coming out of that bathroom.
So our concrete's a little bit of a step down there.
Yeah, and we're going to float that. They're going to do they want to do a different style of flooring in here. The rest of the house is going to have stained concrete, but they're wanting to do kind of just something more unique in this space, being that it's kind of divided. You got your header and kind of section that off. So
you got your access point over there.
Yeah, you got another exterior door coming in.
And then one.
And then one here, right. Here.
Perfect.
And then coming across, this is the third full restroom. This would be like your guest restroom, because you'll see like you got your master suite and then your other bedroom here, which has your in-suite bathroom. So this is kind of where your guests would go with your full shower, single sinks, everything in here, which this is going to be powered off of the slim duct that we've got. And this actually is a 12,000 BTU, 1-ton slim duct that's going to control this bedroom 2, bathroom 2, and guest bathroom 3 on this side of the house.
And so talk about the slim duct for a second. Like it's basically similar to a conventional air conditioner.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of compacted down. It doesn't have a...
it's just slim.
Right. Yeah, it's made to fit into real tight interstitial spaces, and then also for smaller homes, you know, if you're trying to cool 1,000 square feet, you know, something like that.
Like we did at the Clifton Barndominium.
Yeah, we used one there. We didn't have an attic space, so we only had a small interstitial space, and I think the total living on that one was, what, 1,300 or 1,400 square feet. So we incorporated...
Even if that, yeah.
Yeah, so we incorporated the slim duct there. And we actually, since we're using it more of a residential application like this, we'll actually add in a return line, a ceiling mount return line, and that's where your filter will be for easy filter changes instead of having to climb up in the attic. You know, a lot of times they'll use these, they'll have the pull down, right? Like think of like an apartment. And, you know, I think of like an apartment in the shower. They got the pull down access panels with your unit right above it, and that's where you're going to do maintenance. You're going to do your filter change and everything. But, you know, the beauty of what we're doing here, you don't have to.
So a lot of it has a similar feel to the standard HVAC system, and especially when you're using the slim duct system, because you just got your thermostat.
Same wall mount thermostat.
And then here you got another port up there, I guess, for the Wi-Fi. So I can see the return coming out of the slim duct system. Right. Back over.
Yeah, looping over to our access point
and into here. Which Using the slim duct system, we use this as an option a lot of times because you have small rooms where you don't want to put a full wall mount unit, like a bathroom or something like that. And so we'll break it into the laundry rooms, bathrooms, closets, so that we can keep our HVAC in there. Yeah. Which in some cases, some people might not even put air conditioning at all.
Yeah, and I guess let it kind of acclimate down, but I don't know about that. I feel like, especially a bathroom needs one.
Yeah, you need air conditioning.
So if you guys look out here, we'll go out this side exterior door to the carport, kind of give you show you what that looks like, as well as the condenser.
Let me adjust this. Okay, go ahead.
And then we'll go ahead and show you the condenser here. You know, not much has changed as far as this goes. It's still your standard condenser, but being that it is a 5500 BTU, it does have 5 ports on the back here. I don't know if you're gonna.
And you've just got this in storage right now on the side. But...
Yeah, so we like to keep it here on the property. That way it's here and ready, because we get all of our equipment ordered on the front end for our AC, whether it's standard HVAC or mini splits. We have everything here ready to go on site.
So this unit, you can see there's actually 5 ports on the back. I don't know if you can see that or not, but those are
right here.
5 different ports, and that is where you will actually connect every one of these units to the back of this. So, which makes the tie-in process a little bit different.
Yeah. And you know, on the mini splits too, all the line sets come pre-charged, which is kind of nice. Sometimes we're having to cut and join them together, but certain applications you just basically mount to your wall mount or your slim duct or whatever, and then right to your condenser, and you're ready to go.
Okay.
All right, guys, this is the end of this Glen Rose, I guess, update tour we got over here. Keep an eye on this one. It's gonna be pretty cool. You know, customers have already made majority of their selections, and they've got some pretty cool stuff coming on this one, especially with the VRBO aspect. They're kind of just doing a little more high-end finish on a lot of their items, and it's gonna be pretty cool. They got some unique features on this one, so keep watching. Texas Best.
How do you close it out?
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the button, hit the bell, let it ring. This is probably going to be in the video. He's going to make a blooper of this. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe and hit that bell for the notifications on all our upcoming videos. And thanks for watching. Texas Best.
No, you got to say I'm
Brandon. I'm Brandon. Thanks for watching. Texas Best.
No, I'm Brandon. Wishing you.
I'm Brandon. Wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching Texas Best.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I can't have my own tagline.
What is your tagline? Go ahead.
I got to think of one. I'll get back to you guys on that one. The next video that I'm in, I don't know when that'll be. I'll have a tagline for y'all.